Lewis standing like a statue, much as he did at the beginning of his flawed defense against Bruno a year ago. McCall trying to find the range to punch up at the bigger man. Lewis pawing with the jab. Stewart has worked with McCall during the past couple of weeks. A variety of different styles during the fight tonight. McCall seems to be waiting for the big man to try to do something. Lewis misses with the right. McCall gets a right hand to the body inside.
Good counter by McCall. The worst thing that Lewis can do is to try to wrestle with McCall.
Right hand lands for McCall over the top. If the first round is a prototype, so far it's a good one for Oliver McCall.
I thought it was by his own fight plan, but perhaps that's also the fight plan of Stewart.
And you know, Larry, down goes
Lewis, having caught a short left hand inside.
6, 7, 8, 9.
What is this? The WBC's referee has stopped this fight after a count to 9 with Lewis standing in front of him. And we're going to have a riot here. Jose Guadalupe Garcia stopped the fight in the second round. Oliver McCall's going absolutely nuts. The crowd at ringside momentarily stunned, and that's got to be one of the strangest stoppages I ever saw.
Certainly was. He was up at about the count of 5, wobbled a little bit, but then he seemed to be getting himself together. It was for the heavyweight championship of the world.
I can't believe what I just saw, but it's a WBC referee from Mexico. Jose Suleiman is the head of the WBC. He's from Mexico. He is Don King's best buddy. I think that very likely McCall might have finished Lennox Lewis.
I do
but
too.
Lennox Lewis, as the heavyweight champion, earned the right to be knocked out if that was how it was going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 31 seconds of round 2, the referee has counted out Lennox Lewis, the winner and new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Oliver McCall.
I told you.
Round 1 begins. Emmanuel Stewart said that he expected Lewis to be tentative. Stewart goes on to point out that Lennox is by nature a cautious counterpuncher at the beginning of his fights anyway. Amid all of his turbulent emotions the last time around, McCall effectively followed the fight plan put forth by Stewart.
Until it creates itself from long reach. He's got that reach, and when you have the reach like that and the power like that, you can do anything you want.
That time he hooked after faking a jab. The hook off the jab. It's a little high.
If he just stands back, uses his reach. Good body punch by McCall.
The last 2 minutes of the round.
McCall jumped on Lennox Lewis, which played right into Lewis's hand.
Here you saw the very eager McCall leaping into the ring before the fight. He didn't seem that eager.
He's going to be a little reluctant because of the earlier fight in that right hand. Let this guy rush him. He's
And right, you saw how wary of that punch Lewis is. Now there's a good stiff jab by McCall. And Lewis demonstrates exactly what Benton talked about.
Leaves himself open.
Hard right hand by Lewis. And he just misses an uppercut that might have done even more damage. So Lennox Lewis begins to throw the right and takes advantage of the charging McCall with that uppercut.
Yes, on this occasion, rather than backing up, he threw the uppercut when McCall was charging him.
And McCall ducks his head and looks away as Lewis misses over his right hand.
Come on, let him go. Get off that hand, come on.
That's going to slow down McCall's charges, although here McCall gets to him with a left and a right.
Let him go, come on.
trying to land the right hand over the top again. This time Lewis blocks one.
Let him go. Come on,
and fires his own right hand. Another uppercut lands in there for Lewis as round two comes to a close. A round largely dominated by Lennox Lewis's uppercuts. Numbers figures were jabs.
Lewis is doing some good boxing.
Right again.
More than anything else, trying to wait around and fights go quick, you know.
Another uppercut lands for Lewis.
Remember, Oliver McCall was a bit smaller the first time they fought, so that right hand was delivered a lot quicker.
Be interesting to see what kind of stamina McCall has tonight if this goes into the later rounds. Remember, he was in rehab for at the beginning of his training camp.
Now Lewis, if he wants, he can just do that all night. Why change anything? McCall is doing the acting job because he can't do anything else.
Good combination by Lewis. Left hook and a right hand over the top.
That's what you want your fighter to do. Win every round. If a knockout comes, good.
That was almost a 2-point round. Lewis was so dominant. The people in his corner are looking at him and wondering what's going on.
You're supposed to stay in the corner, George, but I tell you the truth, he doesn't have to sit down. You don't sit down, for example. But you are supposed to stay in the corner. You can't wander out into the middle of the ring. The referee should have definitely got it back to a corner.
According to our punch stat numbers in round number 3. And here he takes a hard right hand to begin the 4th. The whole occupation of boxing, who knows? Lewis seems unsure what to do as McCall occasionally looks away from him and invites him to attack.
You gotta fight, Oliver. You gotta fight.
Right hand by Lewis. McCall able to take it even though he had his hands down.
Audience.
Yeah, now Mills Lane is going to call time and have a conversation with McCall. McCall has thrown one punch in the round. Something interferes with Oliver McCall's motivation as round 4 closes here.
Jim, I think this fight should be stopped right now. Second time is farce. There's something wrong with Oliver McCall. He's near tears now. He doesn't really want to fight. He's crying in his corner. I've never seen anything like this.
Come on, sit down, man. Sit down. Oliver, sit down. Now, you want to fight? What's wrong? Huh? You don't want to fight? Yeah, you want to fight. Come on. Seconds out.
You heard Mills Lane say, do you want to fight? Reluctantly, it seems, he said yes, but it doesn't show on his face, that purse up.
When it's placed Lennox Lewis in an awfully difficult and awkward position. Lewis doing what he has to do.
This isn't right.
You wonder how much longer Mills Lane will allow this to go on. And that's going to be it.
Well, I've seen some strange things in boxing. That is surely one of the strangest.
With a whimper, not a bang, Lennox Lewis has just become the WBC World Heavyweight Champion for the 2nd time in his career. Mark Ratner, Executive Director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, joins us now at ringside. Mark, your take on what you just saw.
We are going to hold up his purse. We are not going to let him cash his letter of credit. We're very upset with what happened. We'll have a full investigation. He will not get paid tonight.
It did not appear as though he wanted to fight.
That is correct. We're very upset.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Las Vegas Hilton, referee Mills Lane has to call a halt to this bout. It comes as Oliver McCall refuses to defend himself, referee declaring a technical knockout at 55 seconds of round number 5. The winner, and now a 2-time WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the pride of Great Britain, Lennox